Hello, this is Lisa from I Am Radio, and we're here for the first of our interviews with Gail from My Cherry Pie for holding the space, an interview series. Hello Gail, how are you today?
Hi, I'm fine. Thank you.
And we're sitting in Gail's beautiful shop on Kirkcaldy High Street. Am I right in saying you've been here for about 18 months?
Yes, about 18 months, Mark, yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how did you find yourself here?
Oh gosh, well I can blame my husband because he drinks in Betty Nichols, which is only 2 doors down, and he came down and said, do you know there's a wee shop unit up for let? So yes, he gets the blame for actually finding the unit itself.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. But this is a kind of part of a longer path. I did work from home for quite a few years, and then I shared a studio with other people, and I was actually looking for another jewellery studio for myself. But it happened to be a retail unit, and I thought, well, there you go. I've had a shop before, and I wanted another shop because I like interacting with people, and I liked the fact that I could have the opportunity to help other makers and other small producers display their work, because it's very difficult when you're starting out as a creative person to find opportunity. I mean, there are craft fairs, yes. And there's galleries and things, but it's difficult to get that kind of halfway house. And even doing a craft fair, you've still got to make enough to fill the table to make it look inviting for someone to buy. So it's quite
and pay for the hire of the table as well.
That's right. Yeah. Yes. So I thought, well, I've got this opportunity to use more of this because the shop is lovely. I mean, we did a lot of work having rented it. We tore out quite a lot of work. We put new light fittings in. We exposed there was a lovely bookcase that was hidden behind some plasterboard. We tore all that down. We put new flooring in. So it's got a real authentic kind of vintagey, unique feel to it, which is what I wanted, you know.
So if I said to you you'd taken the space and created your own vision, that would be...
Yes, I think that would be pretty true.
Yeah.
Yes. I think that's also to do with creating the correct ambience for a customer coming in. I'm an independent individual shop. I don't have a shop anywhere else, so if you want what's in the shop, and I think from what I understand that's the strength of retail today. People are wanting a unique experience. They're wanting something that's got personality in it. They're wanting something that's not the same as, you know, everything else along the high street.
And what you're designing is very individual and can be very individual for that person.
Yes, that's right. Yes, I'm particularly interested in colour. That's kind of what excites me, because I trained as a textile designer years ago, and then I worked as an art therapist, and it's always the effect of colour that I like, because it makes me happy if you wear the right colour, and I like working with the combination like reds and yellows or, you know, purples and greens and things like that. So that's really the background bit, and it always seems to stimulate a conversation with customers, because I've got a really nice I would say it was a kind of deep turquoise wall.
The wall is striking. I took a picture of it. It's so striking.
It's so you'll never believe it's actually the same colour as our kitchen cabinets at home. We've got that colour as our kitchen cabinets, and we've got a really lime green colour. My husband's a graphic designer, so we're both kind of into colour and working with pattern and design, things like that. So it excites me when other people get excited by colour and design. So yeah, that's always the thing.
When you're speaking about colour there, your face just lit up. Absolutely. If I asked you what your favourite colour is, would you be able to say exactly?
Oh gosh.
Or would that be
well, that would be difficult. I would say blues of any shade, you know, like a turquoise blue or a deep sea blue or things like that. I'm also very interested in orasoma. I don't know if you've heard of that. It's something that I've kind of looked into over the years. Basically, I know there's the thought where we're maybe a winter person, or some people can get their colours done according to their complexion. But orasoma is a bit more than that. It's a bit like how you choose. There's it was developed by this lady years ago, and it's all about the combination of the colours that you choose and how that reflects your spirituality or your thoughts or your how you relate to other people.
So it's almost like a reading with colour.
Yes.
In a way.
Yes. Yeah. That's exactly it. So yes, so I'm hoping I've only just read the books and dipped in. I'm not qualified in any way, shape or form, but that's one of my goals, is to do a bit more of that, because we're so uplifted by colour.
Absolutely.
You know, you wear a red dress if you want to feel powerful, or, you know, green is calming and all that kind of thing. I think there's a lot, it really interests me just now. And at the moment in the shop, I actually sold a pair this morning to this lady who couldn't decide which colour to buy, but I've got these lovely, I call them dual stud earrings, and it's like a little copper enamel colour in the middle, and then it's surrounded by another colour, so you can actually wear both colours together, or you can take them apart and just wear the central colour, and you can interchange the colours and things, and that seems to have been one of my most popular products lately.
So if you like, you've created the Transformers of earrings in a roundabout sort of way.
Kind of. Yeah. You can personalise them in a colour way. The other thing that's really interesting, because I always like challenging people, I do mismatched colours. So basically I've got a set of earrings. There's 4 earrings, 4 different colours, 2 different sizes. Now it's a bit like Marmite. I either get a reaction, oh no, I can't cope with that, I don't know, they have to match, or fantastic, I lose so many earrings, I've got so many odd earrings, this is a great opportunity to wear what I want and individualise it to me. And also people have maybe more than one ear hole, you know, so they can wear, you know, 2 or 3 different earrings in their ear. There seems to be quite a trend for that just now. So yes, I always have a little chuckle to myself, because I kind of say, I wonder if she's the type of person that would like them matching or not matching. And, you know, we all have our individual personalities. It's great.
So as a customer coming here, I'm very much getting the sense that, as well as celebrating your creativity in the space that you've created for yourself and other people, you're helping others celebrate theirs when they come through the door.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. Through that individual, unique experience.
Yes. Through their choice. Yes. I mean, I love creativity on all levels. I mean, I do consider myself quite creative, and at different parts of my life, I've kind of thought, I have to, you know, I get itchy. I need to do something creative. And then you get people say, I don't have a creative bone in my body, and that's just not true. You know, anybody that can choose a colour, or anybody that can make a decision about, you know, what they're going to eat or what they're going to wear, or what they're going to read, is a creative person. And I love to hear all different stories, and this is what I love about the shop. Everybody comes in with a different story.
Yeah, because this podcast has come from a conversation we had when I came into your shop. Yes. And you've described many conversations you've had with many people who come to seek your advice, expertise.
Well, just through conversation, I suppose. I mean, before I worked a lot in mental health. I was in Edinburgh before I moved back over. I'm from Kirkcaldy originally. And then I worked down in Wales for a bit, and overseas in Edinburgh and things, and then I've gradually moved, but I'm a Cancerian, so I moved back home eventually. So yes, it's always interesting from a mental health point of view, talking to people, how they deal with different things, and how I've dealt with different things. I mean, I know, for example, this, you know, I say to quite a few of my customers, this is a sanctuary for me, because I worked from home for a long time. I've got 3 boys. They're now 12, 10 and 8. But when they were kind of 6 months, 2 years and 4 years, you know, it was a bit of a mad time. Yeah. And it's only really now, in the last kind of couple of years, when the boys are getting a little bit older, I'm thinking, no, actually, this is my time. This is my space. I'm quite entitled to do what I'm getting the badge in a minute. But we all go through times in our life when we give too much of ourselves to other people. Yeah. And that's when mental health problems arise. But you don't see it when you it's literally, you can't see the wood for the trees. And it's so important to carve a little moment of time for yourself. And I often say that with the people ask me what is behind My Cherry Pie, the name My Cherry Pie, and I can't really remember. Well, part of it is really, it started because when the boys were young, my husband was away quite a lot. He gigged in bands and stuff, and I thought, I have to make sure. Well, part of when I first had my first child, I thought I was actually going. One of my worries was that I was going to actually lose my mind. So I taught myself how to do Sudoku. So that could be like a point that I could say, oh well, I'm feeling okay today. And then I thought, right, on a Thursday night, although I couldn't get out of the house, I thought, what can I do that's creative, you know? So every Thursday I would have a 2-hour slot, 7 till 9. The kids could be, well, they weren't, obviously, you know, they were all in their bed by that time. And I thought, if it was something for me to look forward to on a Thursday night, I could sit just with a couple of beads or a bit of string or something that I would do creative. And then eventually I made a few pairs of earrings. I gave them as gifts to my friends. I bought more stuff, and it just kind of grew organically from that. And then one of my friends said that her friend was doing a fundraiser. Would I like a table to put all my earrings? Because she said, you make really nice earrings, why do you not show? And I was petrified at that time. I thought, how on earth am I going to do that? I've never even thought about that. So that's where I think I want to now work with people at that stage. And you know, I often say to my boys, you've got to push yourself a little bit further than you think's possible.
Just a little bit out of the comfort zone.
Just a little bit out of the comfort zone. And it doesn't have to be massive steps. It just has to be that little. And then you can look back and say, you know, because now I think back to that first table sale and I thought, what on earth was I getting worried about that for? It was nothing. It was absolutely nothing. But I do remember at the time thinking, God, this is a massive thing. You know, I don't even know if I can speak to people. You know, you're in the baby brain stage. I thought, I've never been out, you know, but now it's...
And that all started from you consciously deciding I need a couple of hours of me time.
Yes.
Just for myself.
Yes.
So in you looking after yourself, you're now looking after other people. Yeah.
I mean, it's not been, you know, life is a roller coaster, as Ronan Keating says.
Absolutely.
So
the man's right. The man's absolutely right.
It's not perfect all the time. I mean, but certainly since, I would say actually since opening the shop the first year, I haven't carved out enough time for myself. I mean, I put everything equally. When I had the kids, I put everything into them. When I had the shop, I put everything into them. And it's only really the last 6 or 8 months that I've realised there's no point in having a business if you don't have a life, or if you don't have a brain, or you're, you know,
your own
stressed up to the eyeballs. Yeah. So you really have to, you know, that would be my piece of advice, is to keep your own space, you know, precious. I've recently started the singing. I go to the Songbirds, which is a singing group, which again was a kind of push yourself further than you think you could be, because everybody has always told me that I can't sing. At the school they said I couldn't sing, and I thought I had this, strangely enough it was a Thursday night again because my husband's saying, I thought this is a window that I can do, and I just saw a poster in the community centre, Thursday 7 to 9. I said, well, that's the perfect time, so that's what I'm going to do. It could have been anything, it could have been flower arranging or anything. That's when I was going to do that. And it's been great, it's been really, really good. Because it's a group of women and we've all got our own issues and we've all got our own challenges and things, and it's just kind of having a good song. It's
almost like controlled karaoke in a way.
Oh yes. I know. Yeah, it's good.
Last year you won an Inspirational Award at the Fife Business Awards.
Yes. And
I was looking earlier on today, and I've seen this picture many times of your smile when you're picking up that award. Can you tell me what you're thinking about? You remember what you were thinking about then when you picked it up?
I was just stunned. It was strange because it wasn't actually the category. I'd applied for customer service category, and I'd filled in all a form for that. My husband had nominated me. I'm always quite amazed at what people think of me. You know, I maybe don't have enough confidence possibly, or not have enough, you know, I'm working on this, but it always surprises me when people see me from their point of view. So anyway, we'd gone to the awards ceremony, and I think I lost out to the other people in my category was the Doubletree Hilton.